Lance by Chance. The untold story of him wrestling as of on Earth. LanceByChance.com.
Fans, welcome back for another week of Working Fans Wednesday. This is Working Fans Wednesday, episode 16. I'm producer Joe. I will be joined shortly by the man they call Dave and AJ Strangebrew. And this week, we are going to be giving away a copy of the Jake St. John book, Lost City Highway. Just be sure to drop in the comments what band shirt Dena was wearing on last Friday's Marital Nonsense. As always, we will be talking tonight's MLW, AEW, NXT, and Knockout TV cards because we are making our debut on episode 9 on the Renegade Wrestling Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. Now, if you want to find us on our social media, on Twitter and on Twitch, we are at Fans Working. Our Facebook page is the Working Fans Podcast Facebook page. Email workingfanswrestlingpod@gmail.com. Our Instagram is workingfanswrestling_pod. Our YouTube is youtube.com/c/workingfanswrestlingpodcast. The website, workingfanspodcast.com. And our comedy podcast releases every Tuesday, while our wrestling podcast releases every Thursday. You can find us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcasts, Spotify, any major podcast provider. And we are brought to you by a variety of sponsors. 482 Designs, that's FOUR82 Designs @gmail.com. Kevin over there can get you some nice shirts, stickers, screen printed up. And also, in addition to them, we are brought to you by WrestleTopia. WrestleTopia on Facebook, @WrestleTopia on Twitter. You saw the commercial at the top of the show for Vinnie Barry's book, Lance by Chance. The story of how Kevin Vaughn became Lance Von Erich, then becoming Lance Vaughn, and the incredible life he lived inside the wrestling industry and outside of it. It is a fascinating book, and we recommend you go check it out. Now, you know we're affiliated with Renegade Wrestling. It's going to be Knockout TV for the next few episodes. We debut tonight on the Renegade Wrestling Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter pages. And we don't have to mention it. You know we're brought to you by The Buzz. Let me run a quick commercial so you know where to find The Buzz on all their social medias.
Get the Lambo car, house in the hills with the stars. Told you I'd raise the bar, told you that I go far. Baby, it's crystal clear. I'm not a souvenir. I'm not an accessory. I'm a necessity. So come and check me out now. I'm a necessity. So come and check me out now.
Now that you know where to find us on the social media, that was covered up. That is at WTBDOTCOM on Twitter. Find The Buzz on Facebook, youtube.com/c/thebuzz2020. Let me play another quick commercial before we get to the guys here, letting you know all the live shows and when they occur.
Fellas, how we doing tonight?
Awesome.
I'm ready to go, baby. I want to fuck around tonight. Let's
Ready
talk
to
about
rock and
best
roll.
baby faces. Here we go. Let's go.
I know Dave doesn't even want to get to our pro wrestling commentary debut tonight.
Sorry,
We
babe.
got best pure baby faces. And AJ, you're such a heel. I feel like it'll be fun to make you go first. Who do you got for best pure baby faces?
AJ, what do you think, baby?
Well, other than
It
Lance,
doesn't matter what you think. Sorry. Just
other than Lance Von Erich, I've got number one pure baby face of all time, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I've got Sting. I've got Tommy Rich from Georgia, Championship Wrestling. I don't think there's
Someone say something about fired up.
never a bigger baby face than Tommy Rich. That's for damn sure. John Cena as a pure baby face. And in the Texas area, Kerry Von Erich.
Okay.
That's not a bad list. Those are a lot of guys that didn't really have a heel turn. And if they've been heel, it might have just been in like public opinion.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Gonna drop you on that stack of dimes you call our next, son. You big piece of trash.
Now, Dave, I'm going to give you my list next because I've got Tim Storm, former guest of the show. He said he's been a
Great
heel,
pick.
but I don't believe it.
Mm.
I got Dusty Rhodes.
Boo
I've got
boo.
Jushin Thunder Liger. I've got Hiroshi Tanahashi. And I've got Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana. It's a good list. Yeah, I love Tim Storm, man. He is, to me, the consummate babyface. So it's funny when he told us he had been a heel. It's very hard to picture Tim Storm as a heel, especially meeting Tim and talking to Tim. He was that guy on NWA Power. Like, that was the dude we met.
Yeah, he was super believable, super nice. Like, he was earlier than I was. I was, what, 3-4 minutes late to that?
Oh, yeah. Ben Joe was a little buzzed and drunked up. Him and his boy Schiefer, they were all fucked up that night. I was like, God damn it, guys. Tim Storm. You know this
Hey, we
motherfucker
got
gonna be early.
AJ Strangebrew chipping in.
Yeah,
AJ,
love
how's
the
it
show.
going tonight?
Look at this guy. Hey, by the way, when I was saying I couldn't ready to go, I thought we were still going to do our promotional stuff, so I didn't mean to push us here. But that's all right. Let's fucking get into it. I got my list, baby. I came out with Bob Backlund. All right. Although Bob was a heel once, he was a strong, vanilla, pure baby face for 6 years. Maybe boring, but he was just the ultimate baby face, apple pie, American Bob Backlund. All right. Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express. Ultimate baby face to me, one of the best sellers of all time. Totally great at being in despair. And to me, that's a great babyface quality, all right? You can get that crowd behind you anytime. AJ got it right. You got to have Ricky Steamboat on that list. If Ricky's been a heel, I don't know when it was. This guy was just constantly just one of the all-time best baby faces. And again, see Ricky Morton, also the ultimate seller. Put himself out there, constantly looked like he was in danger. All right. AJ said Kerry Von Erich. I went a little broader. I cheated. The whole Von Erich family. Okay? They were the ultimate baby faces. And I will go, if it makes AJ feel better, I'll just say right now, I'll be current. Ross and Marshall, today, they are the ultimate baby faces. They are a throwback. Their style is like a ballroom brawl, like they talked about on the show before. Like they're, dad and uncles, but they're just that decent guys. They, again, much like Tim Storm, they were kind of who they are. And
That's
last but not least, I'm going to give us one throwback, Bruno Sammartino. This guy was the ultimate babyface. Whether you like that style of wrestling, whether it's born to look back at, this guy sold out Madison Square Garden a record 20-something times in a row. Something ridiculous. Never before heard. That's true, AJ. I don't know if it's 20, but he has the record.
I think it was like 56 sellouts.
Whatever. Obviously, we don't have that information handy, all right? So who's to say? The important thing is Bruno was the ultimate babyface, and that's the bottom line, son.
Dave is the ultimate baby face because he panders to everybody. That's why he puts the whole freaking Von Erich family up for Top babyface.
I got nothing.
Now, how much crossover do we have on our list? I think we had a wide variety of
We did.
baby faces.
Oh wait, we got
Hey,
one more list.
whoa! I was gonna say, what about my
Breaking
man Randy
news.
Oscar?
Breaking news, guys.
Don't steal my
We
line.
got an extra list here. Randy Oscar actually wrote one in ahead of time, sent it to us. Hulk Hogan, Johnny Gargano, who Triple
Is
H at one
currently a
time
heel.
he is currently a heel, but Triple H one time called him the ultimate white meat babyface. He's also there is a common name on all of our lists. Maybe not Joe's, but Ricky Steamboat. That's 3 times now.
Okay.
John Cena and Sting. Also, AJ had Sting too. So
All right, so
we could
Ricky
use Randy's list
Steamboat
to kinda-
and Sting definitely move on.
Okay. So, damn.
Cena's
AJ
got to get that 3rd spot, right? Because they never moved him from the babyface role.
So
Yeah,
I
especially
say,
considering he never moved from the babyface when he should have like 20 times.
I'll tell you what. The only other name I heard twice that I remember all these lists was John Cena, and I
Von
said
Erich
Devon
family.
Eriks. I said Devon Eriks. You said Kerry. So we could just go Kerry then. And or Cena. I'll go with Kerry because whatever.
Are we
fuck
going with
Cena.
baby faces that actually? Wait a minute. Are we going with baby faces that actually got cheered? Because then you have to go carry.
You do, right. Yeah, that's a great point too. I don't
John
know.
Cena, even though he was a baby face, got booed 50% of the time.
Yeah, he was the ultimate. I mean, he was the ultimate babyface, but it was also like his reception would lead you to
Was he a
the other
good
one.
baby face?
Well, that's the
And I
question.
mean, that reaction was only with half the crowd because it's always been said that guys will boo Cena, whereas women and children will cheer him. And there's a difference in the pitch of the crowd when they do
and
cheer.
it's another story, but they were all passionate about him. That's not really what we're going for here. It is pure baby faces. So I like this list. I think Kerry Von Erich, Sting, Ricky Steamboat.
Guys, I got breaking news for you.
Oh, here we go.
Cena sucks.
Breaking. You
All right,
can't
so-
see me.
This is always the toughest part. And who is the first to get bounced out of this list?
All right, that's a great question. Let's. So we got Sting,
Kerry Von Erich.
Steamboat. Easy, fella, easy. It's best pure babyface. So we're not just going by success rate. If we're going by successful, I guess Sting would be. It's got to be Sting or Steamboat. But let's talk
But if it's
about
best
qualities.
pure,
Let's talk about
I'm gonna
qualities to make a good babyface.
We're going to agree on this, Dave. For a
It's Ricky
second here.
Steamboat.
If we're talking about best pure baby face, Kerry Von Erich was actually a baby face everywhere he went.
Yeah,
He was a baby face as the Texas Tornado. He was a baby face when he won the Intercontinental title there. He's got the World Championship just like Ricky Steamboat does. He won it from Ric Flair just like Ricky Steamboat does.
Sure.
Unlike Ricky Steamboat, he had to do it high as can be. That's more challenging.
Absolutely.
Not as easy.
So you can do your matches sober. Any amateur can do that. Try being fucked up.
Plan.
Did Ricky
do it.
Steamboat win his Intercontinental title with 1 foot?
No, he did not. He had a 5-star classic with Macho Man, but
How
not with
how
1
can
foot.
you-
Five-toe
baby.
classic.
How
10-toe
can you not-
classic, technically.
how can you not be the ultimate babyface when you're handicapped?
I think, honestly, though, the ultimate babyface to me is the guy who's the best maybe at selling.
Oh,
You
so
know?
Sting.
No, it's not fucking Sting. It's Steamboat. I mean, they're
I
all
think it would
great.
be Sting if I wasn't here to sit in on this discussion.
I don't know. Like,
No, I'm actually
I don't
going to
know,
agree
Kane,
with Dave on this one.
Fast wrestler.
wait, what do you think? Who are you leaning towards, AJ?
I
Kerry?
think Kane was a hell of a babyface.
Okay,
No,
and he was the greatest mass wrestler of all time, too, but that's another story.
especially in Mexico. However, I'm actually going with Steamboat. Steamboat to me is what a babyface should be. I believe that he was the pure meat babyface. The guy came to the ring with his wife and freaking
There you
baby
go.
for the
There you
world
go.
title matches against Ric Flair, for Christ's sakes.
Dressed
Yeah,
up in a
that
little
shit bit him
dragon
in the
costume.
ass, though.
Little dragon
Yeah,
costume.
that's-
Yeah, we know his wife. We didn't say his wife was a babyface.
Yeah, his wife was on the heel list.
Yeah.
AJ, how come you don't bring your wife on the show here?
Also on the heel list.
Is my wife coming on the show? Not today, baby.
Dave would, but she's gone somewhere else.
She's gone. She's
Oh.
out. She left me. I'm so alone.
Next,
Hold on,
next
drop that
week,
bitch on the stack of dimes he calls a next son.
next week's episode brought to you by eHarmony.
Now, guys, let's move on to tonight's cards because Knockout TV, first off, I think they might have the best card of them all. They've got Nick
Absolutely.
Swift versus VHS, and you've got Agent Orange versus Jason Steele and Ice Dragon. Oh, and you got a couple guys commentary debut.
Dude, Nick Swift and VHS makes me want to be kind and rewind to watch it again.
And Agent Orange, shit, they might be older than AJ.
I'm pretty sure they are, but that just means that they're grizzled old veterans.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Now, speaking of grizzled veterans, let's start with NXT because I think they have one of the hotter cards tonight.
Yeah. So just in, Austin Theory and Kushida, we were talking about. I don't know when that got
stealing my
booked,
gimmick. I'm going to come through this.
That's going to be, I think, match of the night or one of the matches that we remember after tonight.
The Dusty Classic has some great semifinals.
That tag match. Oh, I was going to say those semifinal matches.
Yeah,
Holy
Mendoza
Christ.
and Wild versus MSK, and man, the grizzled young veterans versus Ciampa and Thatcher. Like that's gotta be hard-hitting.
If that doesn't steal the show and the night, I don't know what's
Guys,
going.
look who finally showed up.
Hey,
He's coming off the track day tonight.
Right when I'm about to say Amber Moon and Blackheart versus Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. So that's right. When the ladies show up, Randy just kind of eases on in here, baby. He knows what's up. My man.
Nobody brings in the ladies like Farmer.com, Randy Oscar.
Farmsonly.com, brother.
Whatever.
Oh, you made him leave.
He's out.
You're welcome.
Like, fuck that guy. AJ Strangebrew should never gave him money. Son of a bitch. Hey,
now we got a lot of good
before we keep
matches
that-
on NXT, but let's move on to AEW.
we got a
because,
giveaway too, though. Shouldn't we promote that at some point? Give people to answer in the comments.
I mean, we brought it up at the beginning, but what band shirt was Dena wearing on last Friday's Marital Nonsense?
Mm-hmm. And we
Mike
have a
Tenay
guy
was-
who answered me already, but because he isn't in the comments, I'm giving people a chance to win it. So if you answer the comments, you get it. If you don't, we got somebody already. So come on, suckers.
Randy, that doesn't even make sense. We are definitely not on Facebook. We announced it. We had some shit go down, and we're making chicken salad out of chicken shit. But hey, back to AEW.
Yes, back to AEW.
We broke the we broke the internet.
There you go, baby. Look at Randy dropping some knowledge on you, son. Who's the biggest babyface in this partner? Randy Oscar, son.
All right, now AEW, we got a stacked card.
We
Layla
do.
Hirsch versus Thunder Rosa, the first round of that Eliminator tournament. God damn,
Love it.
that is a hell of a match.
It is. I like that one a lot. You got Pac versus Ryan Nemeth. See how that goes. I like Ryan Nemeth, but Pac is just a man. You know, he's gonna put a hurting on that boy.
Oh yeah, it's good to see him back too, really laying the hurt on these guys.
Also interesting, Cody and Lee Johnson versus Peter Avalon and Cesar Baroni. Is that his guy's name?
Benoni. I think they're taking a chance to put over some of those undercard guys because Cody Rhodes, Peter Avalon, obviously you've heard about.
Well,
Cesar Benoni, he's made some appearances after NXT, but not a
Yes.
ton. And Lee Johnson is one of the lesser known members of the Nightmare family.
yeah, well, that was actually a thing on the Road to series this week. They actually gave you a behind-the-scenes story about Lee Johnson and his come up and how he's working hard. Look at Randy.
What do you
dropping
guys think about this? NXT better than AEW at the beginning of the year?
I think match-wise, quality-wise, NXT is always just very solid with the wrestling. But as I talked about before, as Jim Ross likes to say, you got to have a little sizzle with that steak. And I always feel like AEW just has a little more in the sizzle department, you know? Like AEW
And they got
nice...
Kenta. We finally have that interpromotional fight with Kenta,
That's
John
sizzle,
Moxley.
That tag match is going to be hard hitting and could go anywhere in the freaking arena, for Christ's sakes. You've
That's
got
spot
Yeah, I know.
Monkey
I
Kenta.
put over a couple other things as match of the night, but that might be it.
but Lance Archer and John Moxley versus Omega and freaking Kenta.
Also,
How do you beat that?
Jericho and MJF versus The Acclaim, and Darby Allin versus Joey Janela. I will say this, though. I do want to just point out one thing. I think Darby and Janela will be a hell of a match, but from the ranking standpoint, here, I'll throw this out there. I don't know why Joey getting a title shot. I don't know what my man did.
That is where I was going to go this week with AEW.
Yeah.
Who has Joey Janela not done the job for in the last 6 months that has gotten him a title shot at the
And on the Road to series, that was actually kind of what Darby said. Darby actually said, Joey, I don't know who this is right now, but to me, it looks like you don't even want to be here. So I want to see the Joey that I remember from the Independents who wanted to be here and busted his ass. I want to see the Joey in the beginning of AEW who got here, not this guy. Otherwise, don't waste my time and don't show up.
Yeah. Joey Janela is looking less like Shawn Michaels and more like Brett Michaels these days. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Joey Janela, baby. Joey Janela.
Now, guys, we got one last. Oh, we got another comment here. Oh, shit. Randy bringing that insight. Is Joey Janela in that Dolph Ziggler role? I think it's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
Now, wait a minute. Whoa, no, because Dolph Ziggler actually brings it and wrestles great every week, whereas Joey Janela has looked like a pile of shit for the last 6 months.
I think, okay, it's a fair he's there to help put people over. However, Dolph has been throwing bones and actually had some championships before as well, even though.
Well, not only
he has
that,
been in
but Dolph
position.
Ziggler looks like $1 million when he's putting people over.
He physically looks a lot better than Joey Janela. Yes.
The dude was also a college wrestling champion. Joey Janela made his name from jumping off the top of a barn.
Yeah, into like a flaming truck.
Yeah, a truck with a bunch of light tubes, but
It was on fire.
Was it on fire?
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta go back and watch that.
It was definitely on fire.
Guys, I got breaking news for you.
Oh shit! Not again.
February 27th on Ring of Honor TV, you're going to see Shane Taylor versus Rush for the ROH World Championship, free on demand.
Ooh. I'll be ripping off Joey's Fight TV like always, baby.
You're gonna see Shane Taylor versus freaking Rush. That's gonna be a hard hitting, hell of a freaking match for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I know we don't talk about ROH often.
Roosh.
You can, I speak the American.
Oh, the American, sophisticated man.
Now, guys, we got one last card to talk about. Unless you're talking about Knockout TV live on the Renegade Wrestling Facebook, YouTube, Twitter pages. Your boy's debut. AJ is the man behind the curtain, pushing us, telling us what to say.
Yeah.
But what are you guys most excited for on MLW tonight?
Laredo Kid versus Leo Rush, dude. I mean, that's
how can you not?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Go ahead,
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Every week, MLW has been bringing storylines. We talk about the Sizzle. They've been actually doing a good job of bringing in the Sizzle with their different factions, with the matches that they're putting together. And now they're putting together the wrestling along with it. It's very hard to beat MLW consistently every week.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to make the announcements for Tom Lawler's Fight Island, what is it?
Filthy Island.
Either way, it's a ripoff of Fight Island. We all know what it is, but they're announcing that for next week, and I think that's an interesting hook.
Also,
you got Calvin Tankman tonight.
Breaking news.
I'm gonna kill you.
ACH versus Brian Pillman Jr. Gotch and
that is a
Navarre
hell of a
versus
match.
Injustice. And Calvin Tankman is back as well.
You would have thought that Brian Pillman match would have been announced earlier, but if I wasn't watching us tonight, I would definitely be watching that. Oh, Jesus. Here you go.
No. Breaking news. I'm calling the police because Dave's stealing my gimmick.
I ain't stealing your gimmick, baby. I'm stealing the show. Woo!
Shit.
Dude,
God, I hope this doesn't happen on commentary. He's about to bounce me out here.
Oh, God. First of all, let's be clear about something.
The Vince McMahon in our headsets.
Let's be clear. I'm very interested in Renegade Wrestling.
Say it.
I want to be clear. I want to be clear about something here. I'm very interested in Renegade Wrestling. I think that it is going to be the premier independent wrestling from the state of Florida. However, y'all can have this knockout wrestling to yourselves.
Ah, damn it, say it.
Hey, we got a little storyline playing out. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll be there.
We got
Boys.
episodes 10 and 11. I think you heard them.
Be kind to us, guys. It's our first time, too. We're trying our best here, all right? We're
Please
trying
be
to come out.
gentle.
Be kind. All right? These cookies ain't done yet. We still baking.
Shit, I've been baking for a couple of years here, getting ready for this.
But I want to take a moment. I want to take a moment here, and I want to talk
All of
directly.
them, Randy. All of them.
I'm talking directly into this camera right here. Randy Osgood, I'm talking to you.
Reach out, son. Touch this man.
Randy Osgood, we coming for you.
Tune in tonight, right after we're done. Tune in tonight on the Facebook Live. Check out Renegade Wrestling. Right now, it's currently on Knockout Wrestling, but tune in.
It's
check
on
out the product
Wrestling and Knockout TV.
on Knockout
Randy
TV. There you go.
Osgood.
Check it out. See what Dave and Joe do, and then get ready because there will be a Renegade coming.
Be there, Randy Osgood. We calling you out, brother. All right? I know you're on the farm, and there ain't nothing but steers and something, and you ain't got no
Ooh.
horns, boy.
Now, Dave, you were so big on this earlier. We
Yes.
wanted to give you the headlining spot. Who won that giveaway tonight? Who's going to drop the hammer on their girl to Jake St. John's poetry?
Well, since nobody spoke up in the comments, it's my man who reached out, Jesse from New Hampshire. That's right, baby. You get.
He's about to have a third kid on Jake St. John's poetry. This thing
That's
is
right,
autographed, too.
Mm-hmm. That's some Barry White shit right there, baby.
Valentine's night is about to be date night.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Dave was going to use the book, but he didn't feel comfortable with date rape night.
Ooh. We're pretty sure it's all consensual, but guys,
Yeah.
we got some wrestling to watch, and we got some comment sections to jump in because, I mean, I'm going to be live in the Renegade Wrestling. You guys will be in the post comments, but guys, join us again next week, and thanks for being a fan of ours. We will talk to you later.